I mean, we're here. We're playing Arena, I guess. They beat the buzzer, and now we're into the draft. And what do we have here? Well, it's not the most exciting pack in the world. That's for certain. I'm not seeing anything that's like a clear first pick. I think even something like Sylvan Safekeeper, which can be pretty good, is going to more or less depend on you playing against someone with a lot of removal in order to be nice. Something like Golden Egg is just going to be nice and flexible. Elysian Caryatid is just a fine mana dork. Fairy Vandal can be good, but it is definitely a synergy card. I think it would be reasonable to start things off with it here. Otherwise, I could take like Might of the Ancestors, which seems pretty decent, pretty reasonable to me. I think those are kind of the main options. Like those two are the Caryatid. Do I want to play an aggressive deck? Do I want to play a controlling deck? I think I would probably. I don't know. Let's just take Might of the Ancestors. Like the Fairy Vandal, I could conceivably draft a deck where I'm in those colors and still end up with something that's not good if I just don't have enough synergy or whatever. So let's just take the card that has less of a fail rate, I think. And now this pack, I mean, Overcome is not a very good card. Scallywag is totally medium, whatever. Direct Current is pretty solid, but I think Blade Juggler is quite nice. In this pack, we're passing a Moonrise Cleric. There's a guide like Pathmaker, which is probably pretty good in its own set, but not in this format. But I do think Blade Juggler is very nice. You could think about going turn 2 Fairy Vandal, turn 3 Blade Juggler with some nice synergy, but not really worried about that. Just feels like it's totally reasonable to take the old Juggler. And now, I mean, Frontline Rush I do think is a pretty powerful card. Oh, well, maybe I'll just take a Glassworks here, actually. Pretty nice removal effect. I can play any Mardu color pair from here, which I think is pretty nice. I don't care about Ironcrag Feet. And like I said, I do think Frontline Rush is probably pretty nice, but no reason to take a gold card at this point. I can potentially wheel a Shoulder to Shoulder or Lamholt Harrier, both of which could be good if I end up playing Boros. Frontline Rush, I would assume, is not going to wheel. Aircold Elemental, I do think is a good card. Nice curve topper, but at this point, just thinking about what's in this pack, pretty happy that I did not take the blue card. So pick up the Glassworks. And then I am a fan of the Experimental Synthesizer. I think I'm probably going to take it. Otherwise, we're looking at Steadfast Cathar, Daybreak Charger, Join Forces as just cards that are on color. It's not really anything too appealing anywhere else or just in general. So yeah, I do think Synth is the best card. I think I will select it if my computer allows me to. And yeah, pretty easy Synth. Oh, Roman Ghostlight is actually a very nice blue card. So despite thinking that I wasn't going to end up there, I think I do just take the Ghostlight. Like, this is just such a powerful tempo card. I have outs to play blue-red here from this position. And the red cards in the pack are crap. If I wanted to stay on color, I could take Herald of the Fair because I do have a white card. I've seen some white cards, but that's just so mediocre. And the Ghostlight is pretty sick, so totally happy to stay open. And I think it's relatively unlikely I play blue, given that this is my first blue card. But if the stream of blue cards continues, then yeah, I'll play some blue. And at this point, it's extremely unlikely we play green, and that continues to be the case here. What do I want from this pack, by the way? There's a Liev Sky Knight, which is a really nice card. Unfortunately, it's a little bit far away from what I'm trying to do. Salvager doesn't look that great to me. Sack a creature enchantment to shock something seems okay. Actually, maybe that could be pretty decent. I do have some red cards already. It's the color I kind of want to play. Otherwise, I can try to Halo Charge Scob. I don't really know about that. I think I just want to take the Boiler Bilges Ripper. It's a little bit on the expensive side, but like if I end up with some cheap creatures that I don't mind sacking, could be fine. I do have 2 red cards, so I don't like taking the blue-white gold card. It just feels a little bit too risky or ambitious or something. Okay. The Brightfield Mustang card seems fine. I think the Hive Master could be pretty decent. I don't really know if I want to end up there. There's also just the Supply Drop, which is a card I like. Death Spitter I think is quite medium. I kind of want to take the Hive Master. It could be a mistake. I think it's Hive Master versus Supply Drop in the end. And yeah, I think I'm going to try taking the Hive Master, especially after picking up a card that wants me to sack things. I also just would assume that Rakdos is going to be pretty good if I can end up there. And Panicked Altasaur I think is great, so that's very nice. Expedition Diviner, so yeah, it looks like blue still open, and then Power Stone Engineer for white is nothing to write home about. I do think Rural Recruit is pretty solid, but definitely happy with the nice late Altasaur here. Maybe I even end up cutting this Ripper. Now from this pack, this thing is quite expensive. I kind of want to take just a Bird Grabber, so I have a 2-drop. Yeah, I mean, it's not an exciting one. And in fact, I think it's probably pretty bad a lot of the time, but I think it's fine. I mean, I can just sack it to my Ripper. It's a cheap creature that can potentially turn on Spectacle for my Blade Juggler, so whatever. All right, and then now what are we looking at? Well, pretty unlikely that we do anything super synergistic with the first 3 cards in the pack, so I guess I'm just looking at taking a Strategic Planning. I do think that blue-red is definitely something that's been on the table for me. I don't feel like I necessarily messed up by like not taking the Supply Drop, for instance, which could have been a blue-red pick. And nice, we do get the Lampole Carrier, which I think is just too important here. It's a nice 2-drop, like a lot better than the Bird Grabber. Obviously, Frontline Rush is pretty powerful, but we pack 1, pick 1, a white card, and I actually have 0 white cards since. So I don't think it's particularly likely, yeah, that we end up there. And now I think I want to take a Befuddle over Sea Legs and Negate. So yeah, let's give this a try. Just gonna see about some blue-red, and okay, Bring the Ending. It's just a Quench, seems totally fine. But actually this guy, I think Bellowing Crier could be pretty solid. So just like a much better 2-drop, for instance, than the Bird Grabber. And there might be other counter spells like the Bring the Ending anyway. And we get a Liev Sky Knight that I don't think I'm splashing, but a nice, oh wow, and a last pick Supply Drop. Okay, so we have a very clear spot to play blue-red, and then we open Thousand Winds, which is very nice. So we just have a really easy draft, assuming that nothing bizarre happens from this point. Yeah. And now in this pack, well, Most Valuable Slayer I do think is a pretty good card. Epic Downfall is very nice, of course, but at this point we're really not thinking I'm supposed to play black. And I have 0 pieces of fixing, which is pretty important to consider in this kind of spot, because it's easiest to take the Epic Downfall if I'm thinking that I can splash it. But yeah, I think I'm just supposed to take the Slayer here, and yeah, nothing really to write home about in blue or most other colors. I think the Inspirited Vanguard, that's an interesting name. For some reason I thought it was like Inspired. Oh, whoa, Psychic Frog, holy crap. All right, well, I'm taking that even if we can't splash it very easily. That is just too good of a card to pass. And let's see, so Soul Salvage, whatever. I mean, Third Path Savant is really the card that I would be getting from this pack if I wasn't taking this. What does this room do, by the way? Make a 1/1 and then put counters on things. Yeah, that's a pretty good one. Exemplar Strength is nice, Poor Halberd, whatever. But yeah, I'll take the insane 2-drop, even if it does end up being on the splash if I am able to cast it, which we'll see. Okay, Animating Fairy. I'm kind of interested in a Guild Globe now. I mean, I just picked up the Psychic Frog. I could find, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to get Epic Downfall or whatever, again, in terms of splashing and whatnot, but Animating Fairy I don't think is really that exciting. Dispelling Exhale I think is fine. I mean, it's just another Quench. It could wheel anyway, so yeah, I think once I pick up the Psychic Frog, I just take the fixing. I don't really care about Junkyard Genius, whatever. Don't really like how fast the timer is. It's a little bit fast for me. Hey Strat, good to see you. Strat, I was trying to play a nice clear cut Is It deck, and then they gave me like third pick Psychic Frog here in pack 2. So now we're trying to Guild Globe it up to make it happen. Yeah. So anyway, but I'm not sure exactly how likely it is. Yeah, Ribbit indeed. But yeah, let's just pick up this Shivan Fire. And ooh, in Bolus's clutches. Wow. Well, they just keep giving me these bangers, and I'm gonna take them. I mean, this thing. I think this card's not bad. Cosima, right? Um, so then whenever lands, and then you draw X cards. So basically, I mean, it does nothing for a long time, but yeah, I think just 6 mana, steal their best thing is probably going to be pretty sick. Yeah. And, well, take inventory is not going to do anything. Dogwalker, I think, is just a good card. So I guess I'm taking that. Shore Up, I don't mind cards like that at all. But yeah, I'm just going to take the Walker. This is another card that randomly benefits from me having Guild Globe in my deck because it is double red to flip over. So I guess that's fine. And wait, this is different colors, right? 2 mana of different colors, so I can produce red and white because it's hybrid mana. That's funny. Wow. Okay, well, they're still giving me some nice ones here. Is this what you mean? Uh-oh. Okay, I need to... okay, 12 seconds to figure this out. Wretched Griff is good. I mean, Arcanist is whatever. I don't think it's actually that good in my deck. I kind of want to take Skitter Eel. I don't know. Maybe this is horrible. Because I do like the other one. This card I think is pretty nice. Mailbox. Oh, yes, thank you. Cool. We figured it out. Thanks to you and your patience. I think this card's pretty good. The Coralsmith on crop is good, but we're not really looking that aggressive. We should end up with better interaction than Bear Trap, but we'll see. And then, I mean, we already have strategic planning, but this is probably just better because it's an instant. I don't really care about the other cards. I'm not going to play Pirate's Cutlass. I mean, something weird could happen where I play I don't know. I'm not really playing any of these ever. I just don't want to get beaten down. Actually, this card maybe beats me down a little bit more than the other. I don't know. I shouldn't hate draft on Arena because there are like a million people. I like the Crab, but I think I would rather have the counter. I did kind of want to wheel this. It's a nice Grixis pack for me in terms of signaling. This card's like totally solid, by the way. Yeah, I think this deck's pretty good. Yeah, I like this card. I assume that's what you mean by Outlaws. I don't know. That goes in the sideboard. This is removal. This is useless. All right. Oh, yeah. Oh, the set. Yes. Damn it. What the hell is this pack? Like, at least give me a land. Well, I mean, if something horrible happens, I can play Ready to Rumble. It's not like the worst card in the world, but... all right, these will go over here. This is my... they're not going to let me fix that. Okay, I have 20 seconds. These are all just random spells. I guess this is interaction, whatever. These I don't think I'll really count still. Self-assembler, this is not an assembly worker. Absolutely dreadful pack for me. I'm just going to take this Ready to Rumble. Oh, is this card really good? 4 mana, 4/2 flyer. Oh, yes. So that seems great. There's Heartfire Immolator, which also seems really good. Also, Burying Books is great. This thing seems nice. I mean, I'm just going to take this 4/2 flyer that comes back sometimes. Also, Graveyard to the Battlefield tapped. Well, I mean, I guess that's just how it goes. All right. Yeah, a little bit sad to pass Immolator because I do really like the card. I might have to give up on the Psychic Frog Dream, but I'm going to force them to make me do that. I'm not just going to volunteer. Oh, well, this is a piece of fixing, piece of candy, but it doesn't help me with the Psychic Frog plan. So I could take Grabby Giant because it does produce a treasure token for this. It's also just a solid card. Or, I mean, I could try to wheel this, which seems like it should happen a decent amount of the time. I do like Divination as well. Torch is fine. I think I take the Giant over the lands because it does feel like my colors are open and it is just a land, so I might be able to get it back. Tidal Terror also nice. Yeah, the timers are just a little bit fast for my slow brain. I do think Edgewall pack is pretty good, by the way. Don't really care about the other stuff in this pack. We're not really doing any crazy sneaky snacker nonsense. Yeah, I guess this just hangs out in the 4-drop slot. I'm getting kind of a lot of 4s. Actually, yeah, I have a lot of 4s at this point. But maybe that's okay. I could actually wait. I could take Disdainful Strip, but that should probably wheel. It's also not even that good of a counter. I'm going to take the 12 pack. All right, this thing I think does nothing. Yeah, that does nothing. These don't really do anything. I guess I take the Ichthyomorphosis. This guy I don't need for any reason. I'm not going to splash these. So yeah, I guess I just take this. Man, they're giving me 0 pieces of fixing. But also just a really horrendous pack so far, but that's okay. Yeah, I can play this. I don't want to play this thing. I don't know why it thinks it's over here. Ooh, Rakdos Guildgate. All right, there's a hope. There's a chance. Riveteer's Outlook, that's black-red as well. This has just got to be way better. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Yep, okay, really easy land. And Rogue class, I think, does nothing pretty much. Bell of the Brawl is just a pretty nice card. But I think I just need more creature or battle. Okay, I guess it's fine. I definitely don't need this. I don't really think I need Cyber Trespassers, so I guess I'm just taking these clunky counters so I don't get run over. Hey, Armath, good to see you. Well, I mean, it's going pretty all right. We don't have a ton of fixing, and I've been complaining a little bit about the speed of the pick timers because I don't get to blather enough between picks. But we have a lot of busted cards, so that part feels nice. And I could just take straight up cancel here. I don't think that's that exciting or necessarily makes sense, but don't really care about these. Actually, I think I might be in for a disturbing conversion. I think we're going to wheel another counterspell from one of the previous packs. And this thing might just be better than random Ichthyomorphosis. It has flash, cares about my graveyard, whatever. And then, yeah, this is my original pack for pack 3. Yeah. What am I going to do without the blathering? So I think I mean, I'm not hate drafting, even though I want to. I'm going to pretend that we can get something with this. Yeah, I know. It really seems like it should work, right? Like, I should be able to take the Assembler and wheel the Stone Golem, but that's obviously not a real thing. Oh, okay, we get the nice late Variant Books. I think, was there another counter in this pack? I think there were more counters later. Grab the Variant Books. Oh, Jace's Triumph and a Sunfire Torch. I think I want to take the Shock over the Divination. Yeah, I'm just gonna, I mean, Tidal Terror would be nice, but let's just take the, yeah, I do like Tidal Terror. And then just grab this Disdainful Stroke, whatever. Take this because it's an Izzet card for funsies. And Boiler Bilges, yeah, I mean, my curve is high. Okay, no escape is quite reasonable, actually. All right, this is fine. Everything is fine, hopefully. And definitely felt like my colors were open. All right, now for some deck building, and I really want to, okay, I don't know what this means. Okay. There's Matt Grenier if we want to play him, but I think we probably don't want to play him. No offense, Matt. And Vault Pro, okay, thank you. I need to cut some cards, but I don't know what any of them are. I definitely don't want any planes. No, thank you. I don't want to play Ready to Rumble. I do want to play all of these. Some of these are 3 mana, even though they're out here in the million mana column. This is a treasure, so we need to play it. I could cut Most Valuable Slayer. I think this card's really good, though. I could also cut Skitter Eel. I don't really want to cut the other cards. I guess this is a better attacker than blocker, because the 1/1 doesn't block. I could cut Supply Drop. I do like Supply Drop, but it's a bit clunky for this deck. This is a 3. Wait, how many cards is this? 7, 6, 13, 15. Okay, so I still need 2 lands, and so I have to cut 5 cards. Okay, let's get this Disdainful Stroke out of here. I can play this Assimilate Essence. I don't know if I want to play this and No Escape. I think I want to play Dispelling Exile and then just one of these 2. I could, actually, I think Augury is very cuttable. But wait, no, this kind of effect is really good in this deck, because my mana base is greedy. I don't have that much to do early. I want to hold up counters anyway. So now I can't cut this. What if I cut both of these? Well, no, I need to start by cutting some more expensive cards. This, I think I need to play defense, which this can do a bit better than the Slayer, I think. So let's do that. And I think this is an instant as well, right? The gravity. Yeah, so I'm actually pretty good at holding up counters in this deck, so I don't think I'm allowed to cut that or the Assimilate Essence, actually. So let's try cutting No Escape, because that's just more mana. I don't need the Scry one. And then trying to think of a joke involving a frog and splat. Don't know how I'm gonna build. Don't want to. Is that a joke? I can't. Anyway, no. I will play the Psychic Frog. I made too many picks, and I mean, I guess the Guild Globe was free, and the Rakdos Guild Gate was pretty free. But I will play the Psychic Frog. I've got my whatever you call it, the Gravity Giant as well. Does this guy have reach? Grabby. He does have reach. Nice. A little ribbing. Nice. Okay. Then we decided you're a 3-drop. I need to, if my curve doesn't look reasonable, it's all over. Little ribbit. Yeah, exactly. Whoops. Whatever. I don't know. Those can stay in the same column. Maybe I just cut this Sunfire Torch. I don't know. We're probably not an insane synthesizer deck, but I think on principle, if I cut this card, I just can't be Opa's friend anymore. So yeah, let's just cut the torch, I guess. And then what are we doing here? It's probably just another stupid 4-drop. These all go over here. I guess Burying Books and Befuddle are both kind of nice for making sure I don't fall terribly far behind. And then, but like, we don't actually have that many cheap creatures or anything. Okay, so then it feels like it is probably a 4-drop that should go, like it could just be Edgewall Pack, which seems like it could be pretty reasonable. I don't think I'm supposed to cut these 4/5s with reach. And then this guy bounces something, so it's just too good at catching me up. This thing's broken. This thing's mana fixing. Oh, type creature? Yeah, well, I'm not that sophisticated, but thank you. I think we just, yeah, I mean, I really like Edgewall Pack, but I don't think that this deck is all about it, so. Where'd the sideboard go, by the way? Hello? Is it here? Does anyone know? I'm just gonna click on it. Go away. All right, cool. Okay, so now colored mana. Can I sort by color? I don't know how this gosh darn thing works. Nope, that's not what I want. Okay. Help. Oh, wait, it'll just tell me? Okay, that's kind of neat. All right, 5739 4. We could probably get away with one swamp. One swamp with a Guild Globe. Like, Guild Globe to splash is horrible because most of the time you're actually splashing multiple things. Oh, really? I don't know how anything works, Strat. I think I want to be higher on blue, if anything, but actually this is 6 mana, and, you know, whatever, this is 2, so I think maybe we just go up one of each. Like, this is 4 mana and it's double red, right? Like, this is also double red. So yeah, let's just go. How do I add these? I don't know what I'm doing. Lands? Thank you. Can I get prettier lands, or am I stuck with these frickin' Foundations lands? Oh, it will? Oh, that's interesting. Whoops, I added too many mountains. Alright, I think we're good. Alright. Whatever. Strat, did you play against Moo Cow? I feel like you played against Moo Cow. I'm gonna mull this, obviously. But do you know about the computer fan, is the question. I'm keeping this one. They all blend together. It's a bit greedy, but let's drag one card to the bottom. Didn't I do that? Whatever. All right. Okay. I'm gonna make a bunch of stupid mistakes. Like I'm gonna use auto tapper by accident and then be very upset with the game, and then I'm gonna like, I don't know, probably F6 the turn wrong, or I don't know. Okay, I get to do this on the opponent's turn. I literally do not care about an academy wall. Like that is like, no, I do not care. All right, do this because I'm not going to use the Shivan Fire on the thing. And then I think I just play Mountain, hold up my stuff, and then I want to wait until next turn, I think, to use the Synthesizer. I could get super aggro and play this, but I think that's not good. So I think my deck is a little too reactive for that. Problem is I don't really have a good way to use the mana unless they play something I want to counter or kill, but I'm not really worried about that. Okay, resolve. And I really don't care about that guy at all. So it's like, it's not obviously enabling more colors from them, like maybe gold cards or whatever that they're missing. I think the source on OBS is sharing my screen, which is, oh, I see. This is cutting off the screen a bit. Okay, let me see what you're talking about. Oh. It's actually cutting off the screen on my end too, I think, probably, because it looks the same for me, I think, is what you're seeing. But yeah, okay, let's just go to my turn. Window capture. Okay, thanks, Aeronath. All right, let's do this and hit my stupid land drop after putting the land to the bottom, and then if I miss it, I'm gonna... Well, I mean, I'm doing that and I'm hitting my land with it. All right, I'm hitting my land with it, I said. That was a lot of work to play a stinking land drop. I think I just pass. If they play a bomb, then I will counter it. I would rather not do that. Remember to having to make a different one, Arena. Gotcha. Okay, I'll take my damage. I don't care about that in the slightest. The farmer, I think I just shocked that into turn. And then, are we on end step? I don't even know how the stops work or anything. Man, I hate this stinking client, huh? All right. Opponent has some mana up, so including blue mana, so I don't want to play my Phoenix into a counter spell. That would be a disaster. So we're going to play this. Also blocks the Sentinel. Snap resolves, so looks like they don't have anything for 2 mana, at least not that turn. Eventually I want to find Island for this. Non-spirit, by the way. It's news to me. This is just a blocker here. I'm not really doing anything through this wall anyway. This is my win con. Face down card. Alright, well that I don't love. Draw the swamp, so I don't care about the treasure the same way that I previously did. Just do this and then play this, and then because I have the treasure, I'm still actually holding up some counters. So we're now kind of doing it, I think, probably. No attacks. And then I don't really know what this can be, but like we might be able to conversion. Like I think we're kind of chilling, in other words. I'd prefer not to use this still because it gets me double blue. But yeah, we'll just see what happens. If they have like epic downfall, I'm gonna be pretty sad. But like even if they have claustrophobia or whatever. Okay, Yarok's Wave Crasher. Yeah, I think we're going to... I kind of want to counter unless they pay 2, because I think that's going to get a lot worse. I don't want to give them this resolution because it gets back to DLZ, which is just have a lot of value for them. I don't have a dragon, obviously. And then I might just go crack my synth here and then hold up my stuff. And opponent should just die to the Phoenix. Oh, we find the island. Yeah, I think we still... I mean, I don't have 7 mana, which is what I could use to use the Ghost Light to bounce this. So let's just crack the Synth. I don't like how it's... I guess, no, I should really tap this way. And then I don't understand how this works. Okay. Did I crack that? Did I do that right? I don't know. Whatever. I'm going to hit the Psychic Frog, but okay, I didn't. All right, that goes into play. And then now I can activate the Grabby Giant, but we just attack with this, and then we auto pass. Is that how that works? Okay. I didn't know if I could auto pass there or not, but if I did, you know, because I might have missed my damage, but I wanted to get my value, you know? All right, so I think we're chilling out of 10, and pass to attackers. Oh, they do nothing? I like that. Why didn't I use Giant on the synthesizer? Because I got a 2/2 this way. Yeah, but also I wasn't thinking about that. That was a totally reasonable option. Okay, let's go land. And then wait, now it is cutting off my screen. I don't, okay, Strat, are you still here? Because I don't know how to fix this. Yeah, okay, thanks. Run aground. Okay, that's chill. Resolve. And then I'm just gonna bounce their guy. So I think I have 7 mana. I tap out of my interaction, but I don't care. Yes. Goodbye, face down card. Auto pay. Show me what the thing is, though, right? It will do that, right? Okay, the Snoop. Yeah, that's whatever. I mean, it's annoying, but it's fine. Boon. Okay, opponent's going ham, but I couldn't have countered that anyway, so that's fine. I think they're just gonna die, though. Because look at this. Like, now I just hit my land drop, I play my Phoenix, I bonk them for 3, and then I can... Yeah, I'm just getting them. Does this sack an artifact, by the way? So I can sack my guy that I'm going to make off the Assimilate Essence when I cast it, and then they pay the 4. Did it tap me right? It looks like it did. All right, end turn. Myers Grasp. I can't do anything about that, so yeah. But also, wait, what does this do? It gets a spell back, so they get Boon of the Wishgiver. You know what? I'm gonna just counter anything, which, well, actually, wait, what does that even, like, that doesn't matter though, right? No, I mean, I don't know, whatever, I'll just counter it. Just counter any spell. Okay, that's fine. Well, a 3/4 doesn't exist. All right. Oh, all right. GG. I think. This is where the opponent needs to emote me and say nice. Well, that's a bold take, but I'm gonna say no. All right, there's the Fairy Snoop. Whatever, resolve. I could try to do that, spin this into a counter, but I don't care. I don't know how much mana I have. I think we're gonna find out, hopefully, in a second. And then I think I probably have some cards in my yeah, I have 6. I literally cannot see how many like I can't see my graveyard. I can't see how many lands I have. Ay. Opponent's like beyond dead, but they're just like sitting there with their Snoop. This Grabby Giant is pretty goated. All right, there's the Snoop. Resolve. Do I have 8 mana? I think I have 8 mana. I know I have at least 7. Okay. Resolve. Pass. Now I start trying cards. Okay, I do have enough. Let's sack islands. And now we sack mountain. Does it matter? I don't know. Let's just go mountain. Okay, cool. My turn. Are they dead is a question that I could ask. I mean, I'm just going to play this. Deal 4. Kill your guy. And then it does look like they're dead. All right. Good game. And now we attack. 2 attackers. It will give me priority here, right? I don't know how this works on this stupid client. I'm just... Okay, it does give me priority. That's good. Exile some stuff, some biz. Some blockers. And now we will go for it. Discard. I'm actually going to draw. Okay, I mean, yeah. All right, okay, so Grabby Giant Psychic Frog is a hell of a combo. It was actually pretty good. I mean, my deck's also insane, I think. So strat, how do I make it so I can see my my graveyard and my lands? Navigate to your display settings in Windows. Click. It's cut. Wait, is it really cut off? Oh god, it's freaking cursed. All right, adjust options, graphics. We're gonna go this one. Yo, I think I fixed it. I didn't even realize it was cut off before. I go first. Let's go. All right. Can we all see? Can everybody? Can we see everything? It's better? All right, we did it. GG. It's over for Dingler Songler. Oh! I'm a genius? Thank you. Tell me more nice words. Why? Imagine playing this format. All right. I don't think I discard. Well, you know what? We don't need this stinking Guild Globe. Yeehaw. All right, go. And what do we want to do? I think I want to go probably this one, because I'm choked on blue. End turn. It's not cringe. It's cool, okay? It's fun and interactive. I get an MH3 card, and no one else does. No, you guys just don't get it. You're just not... You just don't get it. All right, we just do this. Attack. 2 cards, whatever. Yeah, exactly. Not cultured. And they can, like, pretty much die however they want. We're gonna, yeah, chumping that. I mean, it's so sad. And then we just play this guy, and we have our 2 things, and then we win. And just counter that, and then do that. I mean, I'm gonna do this. I'm not going to. Unlucky. Absolutely rigged, honestly. I think we alpha, and then I think I just play 1,000 Winds face down. Never mind. Now I just play a face-up Grabby Giant. Yeah, the dingler. All right. And then now I have to start thinking about whether I can kill them. Apparently the answer is yes. I can kill them. All right. I ranked up. We did it. We're bronze tier 3. Look at us go. The best Magic player ever. Nobody's ever made it to bronze tier 3 before. This is a world first. So, card flicker. Well, we're online, so that's going to be tough for you to do. I'm keeping this. All right. Hello. All right. I'm countering basically any. Oh, never mind. Oh, and I don't even get to bluff it. All right. Don't have a pacifist. I mean, I guess they can because I have this. This is not spirit. Can I find a mountain? Hello. I hope they like. What do I want them to have here? I don't know. Just nothing would be chill. But like most, I don't know. What would be the worst? Like anything that exiles it would be bad. Again, yeah, a 2/2 that's acceptable. Okay, well we have red cards that I can't do anything with, so I'm pretty happy to just discard a bunch of them. Oh, well I think I actually discard a red card anyway. Yay! Alright, let's do this, and then I want to hold up Ship and Fire. It is going to tap me in a smart way. For some reason I thought this activated for a blue, so I might have punted that earlier, but anyway, whatever. It's really fun actually to try to figure out whether or not I'm going to want to discard, because I really have no idea until I'm in the situation. So it's really just like an educated guess, trying to make sure I don't miss damage. +1/+1 counter, and then an additional counter for each thing. So it's right now it's just a 4/4. So if I just Glassworks this, it's fine. I don't really need to use the Ship and Fire, right? Yeah, that's true, Strat. I agree. Then it's back to being sad. All right. So I just clear this guy on out of there. And then I don't even think I have one card in my graveyard, so I think I just do this. I just want to draw lands, really. Okay. I think I'm also pitching the Befuddle here, actually. That's fine. All right, end turn. What's your? Wait? Okay, I have a feeling you're being facetious and you're talking about me having Psychic Frog in this format, Airmath. But if you were somehow not being facetious, what would your idea be? Okay, I would like to Roaming Ghostlight their Night token. Which I think I just do now. And I have 2 cards in my graveyard. So I think I'm supposed to probably pitch the counter and then just... Oh, yeah, okay, makes sense. All right, let's do this. Clear this guy on out of there. And then, yeah, I think I just... fly this guy on in there. Submit one, and then we do this. I just like have a 2-mana Planeswalker in play, and it's like not Tibalt, so that's pretty good, I think. And then I don't actually know if I have more game actions I can take or not. All right, draw. Oh, I can't play lands. It's fine. All right, go. Okay. You're somehow not being facetious, then probably like some kind of mono black. Ooh, mono black Dan. Wait, Nim Devourer. I assume that it's an X one, but I don't remember. Can you like exclamation point card that? Because I don't remember which one that is. Thanks. Oh, okay. Yes, I remember that one. Jousting Lance. All right. Well, I do like me some equipments. They get to bonk me for 5. It's like a pretty reasonable thingy. But unfortunately, they're at 11, and all my cards are sick. They're sick nasty, and yeah, that's totally fine. Past blockers. Hello. Tradesies. All right, my turn. And then we just send. Yeah, we're just sending. Attack all. And I do hate that this is best of 1. I have to mention that at some point. Okay, totally fine with them doing this, by the way. And I think, do I want to pump? Not really. So I think I just let the damage happen. And then I'll just cast this guy. And I'll just play this in case I want more manas. And then I might shock this. I mean, we'll see what happens. Ixalan's Binding. All right, well, I guess we're going to have to use something other than Psychic Frog to kill them after all, but we were kind of aware already that that might be the case. What a sad world. It wasn't even a good Psychic Frog. When you think about it, life is so unfair. All right. And then we just end a turn. Shock this. They can have a trick, it's fine. Okay, that's fine. All right, Bellowing Crier, we're just gonna do that now. It auto taps me wrong, but that's whatever. That's fine. Let's go submit, and then I think I just offer the trades. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, they're gonna do this. So in this case, I'm not gonna pump, and I'm not gonna sack and draw land or whatever. Like, it's fine. So, well, actually, it is kind of interesting to draw a card. Yeah, I don't know if I think I was supposed to play land, because I think I would have gotten, I think I messed up, because I would have gotten an extra pump. Well, this attack was fine. I just should have not done, I should have played my land. Oh, that's a nice one. All right, and then, whatever, I missed the damage. All right, go. Oh, cheap viewers, that's exciting. All right, so now we just basically sit here and wait for them to do something threatening. The thing, like, the problem is I don't actually have a good attack. Yeah, so this happens, I'm just gonna pass turn. Trading off the Grabby Giant really advantages us. Well, I just wanted to deal them damage and then try to finish them off with this, but yeah, you're probably right. I don't know. Wait, did I, if it, what? Why do I click resolve if it said auto passing? I don't understand how this thing works. I think I'm gonna steal their jousting lance if nothing changed. Oh, well, now I just play this face up. But you see, yeah, no, I mean, I could have not done it that way. But I do think, like, I don't actually know if it's better, because the other way, basically, they get to trade off, like, they send in their 3-power first striker, and then they re-equip to a 1-1, and then they just have a 3-1 on blocks, which is a good blocker against both my guys. So I think it was pretty much fine. Like, basically, the Lance is pretty good against me, I think. 3 mana to draw a card. I don't know. Maybe it's better than I gave it credit for being. Wish I didn't miss my damage, and I could be threatening lethal without even activating this. I'm not very interested in blocking here. They have a lifelink trick or whatever, that's fine. That's true, but I just, yeah. Well, it's not a lifelink trick exactly, but okay. Okay, the Orator, which is now going to gain lifelink. It's mildly annoying. Here's the thing, if I steal the lifelink guy, they actually can't win, right? It's kind of goofy, but I think it's true. All right, cool. I don't think I played that very well, but I don't care. All right, we're still bronze. This is an easy keep. We are finally on Arena, by the way, obviously, but we have Psychic Frog here in our Is It deck, so good things are happening. The Western Coast, that's right. We don't need 3 mountains. Do need a swamp, at least theoretically, hypothetically. Kitesail Corsair, all right. Just drop a land into play, I suppose. Attack. No blocks, I assume. Yep. Get this guy going. And all right. Standard bearer. But like, are they even a flag bearer? Is the real question, you know? Okay, opponent's hopefully gonna have a hard time with the oh god. Okay, I think I go island. Oh, not too early. Good to know. All right, they instantly take the damage. And I think we just do this, and then I just pass with my treasure and whatever. I just alpha. I kind of want to grow the frog here to gain 2 life, but I think I might be getting baited. So I guess I just, but it's blue-green. I'm gonna pitch the land. I don't know, maybe this is horrible, but at some point this thing's gonna be in combat, right? Pass to blockers, block. And it looked like they just instantly passed priority, so whatever. Okay, we got them. Or didn't get ourselves, or whatever. Resolve. Sing Bell Strike, that's fine. then we do this, do that, do that, and then shouldn't fire, that's fine. All right, so we just, let's see if this guy resolves, because I am interested in that. Looks like it does immediately. Alpha, and we have shouldn't fire up. We're getting close to a Psychic Frog untap if we find one land, which we did discard. There's a Frost Lynx, probably hit that Grabby Giant. Hey Burninator, good to see you. Yes, some Arena Chaos is in order this time. And I think after making that block last time with the Frog, we can be pretty confident that they don't have combat tricks, so I will just try to kill this Falcon A-Bomb with the treasure, gain some life because they're trying to race me, of course, and take advantage, whatever. And draw this, which is fine. I think we need to play lands, definitely need to play land actually. Alpha, do this, want them to put the Frost Lynx there, which they do. This thing doesn't know how to tap me. So we do this, put that there, and then pump twice. And next turn we have the old Psychic Frog untap. We also have the Grabby Giant untap, and I think the opponent dies. All right, 5 days to go until you get to do Odyssey. That's awesome. Do I have any general color rankings? Oh, I think I already responded to you about that. But oh, Pro Blue. Well, I don't love that. It doesn't have reach, right? Okay. 1 second here while I just try to figure out how to kill. Or wait. Oh, they are dead on board. Didn't think you'd ask me that. Oh, okay. Yeah, don't. I can try to pull up the thing, but here, let me just demonstrate to the opponent that they're unalive, and then yeehaw. All right, whatever. Cool. So yeah, I would say pretty much the most important things to know about colors in yay, I'm still bronze. But now I'm bronzer. I've really been tanning. This is kind of a clunky hand, but I'm still keeping. Yes, but did you also know that Torment is skewed away from green and white? And that Judgment, the last set, is skewed away from black. So those two are kind of opposites in that sense. All right. So just going to drop this guy into play. Okay, yes. Well, I told you something you didn't know, so mission accomplished. And then if I can hit my land drop, then that, like specifically mountain, then that would also be, well, I guess I'd go globe. I can crack it for double red if I need to. The Bonebind Orator. All right, well, we just found this, which is nice. How does this work? Okay, that does that. I'm totally fine to block and have this guy die, and then I scry. This card's really nice, by the way. I like this card. The old Water Courser, but it's generic to pump instead of blue, and then if it dies, you get value. Like, what? I don't know. And then you can also have it kill itself, which could be a thing. I mean, it's not the MH2, the best common, right? The whatever the 1/3 is with the Flowstone ability. But how did your Modern Horizons draft go, by the way, Burninator? All right. That's the Psychic Frog. Gosh darn it. I hate when I draw Psychic Frog, you know? It is less good than Hitsugu's second, right? Yes, probably. All right, auto pay, whatever. And then we just pass. All right, I would like to find a mountain. Oh, wait, this thing mills cards. Each player. Okay. So in other words, if I can find something to Disturbing Conversion, then I can activate the flying without discarding cards. Dollmaker's Shop. Uh-oh. Sure. Yeah. pretty good. Went in red, white modular, super aggressive. Only loss you had was to, yeah, so I thought they would do this. So basically I can block and discard cards to try to prevent them from keeping their 1/5. I don't think I want to do that into their open mana. So I'm just going to pass to blockers and then, or wait, no, I can, what I can do here, I can just discard one card because I can also pump this. So I think that's acceptable. And then I do think we actually pitch the conversion. So we go 2 blockers, we activate this, and then we activate this. This card I think is just not very good, so just pitch that, and then pass to damage. And if they have any effects, I'm probably okay. Yeah, they just chump attack with their guy, which is obviously totally fine, and then the old Psychic Frog, it's coming. The Dusk Rose Reliquary, alright, that's fine. That probably would have been a little bit better for them if I discarded 2 cards. They might have missed that I could only discard 1. And then we draw Stinking Island. It's not that exciting for me. I think I'm supposed to get some damage in, even though this does come back, and it does make them a 1/1. Well, no, that's just not true. Alright, I'm just going to play my guy and then pass. Okay, went in, red, white, modular, super aggressive, only lost, okay, so you went 2/1, 11 removal. Modular is garbage. Oh, yes, that makes sense, unfortunately, in that context. You gain that much life, distribute, wait. Okay, I don't really know what this does. Pass. If 1 or more creatures die this turn, you may gain that much life and distribute that many, okay, very strange. Pass the blockers, block, blocker, damage. So they turn this into a 2/2? Is that even, like, in the gain a life? Why did that even matter? How is that good? Variant books. Okay, well that's pretty chill. I think I just attack both. And then it's fine if they want to trade their guy, because this has to exile something to do this. So we pump this once, and we still have the Variant Bucks. And we just F6. I just get rid of anything, because why not? Kind of annoying spot, not being able to draw this land. Fenhauler. Alright, well all of a sudden that is a much better target for the Varian Bucks. Yeah, I'll take my 2 damage, that's fine. And I can also just draw a land here and then bounce it. Okay, we do. Which, yeah, I think that's going to be better. I can use the Bearing Books later. You're not a spirit, thankfully. I'll attack and pass. Nice for that. How about nice for my Psychic Frog, you know? And then if they just recast this guy, I can just main phase the Burying Books now that I've hit my 5th land, and then I'm just beating them down. It's pretty nice. Opponent has, yeah, they just recast it. It's fine. Probably attack for 2. Knowing this opponent, I feel like. It feels like they're, oh, okay. I was going to say maybe like inordinately aggressive, but actually this time I agree with this. So we just get rid of this. And we're fine to trade the Harrier. Well, yeah, anyway, whatever. Next to blockers, they block. Doesn't matter. I don't think this is correct. I think it was better to only send the Coral Smith, but I just didn't want to give them any equity, and then they just should die to this, and then we also just have this guy, and this, like, we're just doing stuff. I don't know, whatever. Oh, this turns into a 4/1, yeah? So I guess we just do that. Oh. Yeah, I guess we could. I mean, I don't know, Strat. I assume they're probably already here or something. I don't know. This is like a lethal thing. So they have block, which looks like they're going to do. Activate. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm just clicking cards. I'm not really thinking through what I'm doing, which is kind of annoying. But whatever, go to damage. Probably have some kind of trick. Whatever, I don't care. They're still dead, by the way, to the Ghost Light. And yeah, we'll do this, do this, do this, and I think you lose. All right. Do I think the Coral Smith would name a piece of Coral Smith if it were to mean it? Yes, I'm gonna say yes to that. Oh, they played their last cards. They have no unknowns, so they're dead. So all I have to do is not block, which would allow them to gain a life, and then they just die. All right. So we're moving right along. Again, didn't play it very well. No blocks. I'm playing this face up because I can. No, let me play my... All right, well, good game then. Did it say it in time? I don't know how the emotes work. Absolutely not. All right. Or maybe their name is Tate or something. I don't know. Whatever, this hand's pretty good. Pretty messed up how they get you. I'm not sure what that means. I'm just going to play Islands. I'm not going to play Synth. I'm going to hope not to have to play this, which means I hope basically that I can find another 3-drop. I mean, I can cycle that, so sure. Oh, yeah. Well, Moto used to too, so I'm pretty familiar with that. Yeah, I understand. I'm missing land drops or something. I think it's a little bit loosey-goosey, but I'm going to play the Synth this time. I'll play my Frog and play 3 drops. I can play land. All right, land it is. And I could just make a 2/2, but I just am not in a hurry. They're not in a hurry either. So they have like millions of spells if they're cycling this, probably. The Ruthless Knave. Well, if they're doing that and missing lands, I might just bounce it. No need to cycle my Befuddle. No, we're going to wait to try to tempo them more, actually. So I think I just want to play my bigger guy. Winning a lot, barely profiting at a rate of a crawl. Gotcha. Inevitable end. Well, that's unfortunate, but I think I do get to shock them, so that's something. All right. Resolve. You've successfully killed my guy. And then I think I'm playing land. It's pretty close. I'll just do this. Get this guy on out of there. And then, I mean, we're just in a pretty incredible position, I think. Chupacabra Echo. Holy crap, they're getting me. All right. Well, I think I now want a Synth. Just hit more lands. It's fine. Yeah, I do consider myself gotten perhaps, but yeah, some difference. And then I'll try to go for the Befuddle here. There's the Knave, sure. Festering Mummy. All right, it's fine. I mean, that's somewhat annoying, actually. They get to just not attack. Must be nice. All right, let's go to my turn. And I think, yeah, I mean, it's not spectacular, but we have to do it. So this is getting in there. They're going to block with Festering Mummy. I'm going to befuddle it. That's fine. Resolve. Player Skitter Eel. We take some damage, which is unfortunate. But we're otherwise in a pretty nice spot. We have Shivan Fire at some point. I mean, we just have a ton of interaction. No blocks. The Wave Crasher. Oh, pick up the Chupacabra Echo. That's pretty sick, unfortunately. Okay, that one I can just pitch to the Crier, so I think I want to do that, but we're going to start by going, yeah, Crier into Glassworks this turn. Or wait. Oh. Wait, they don't have enough permanents. So I guess what I do, I play, I discard this. I think I play land. I guess I'm just supposed to level. Well, I do have enough mana for everything now, so I drew the land. All right, that's fine. So we just go, because they, yeah, this is not a permanent, so they'll only have 4 once I kill their guy, so it's fine. So we do this. Kill this. Pump this. Alpha. We have a mind control. Like, if they mind rot me, that's one of the worst things. Oh, geez. Yeah, that's annoying. I mean, that was going to get me regardless. We're actually doing okay on board still here, but it is annoying. The Seal of Counterspell. Oh. Holy shit. Okay, well, this is unfortunately very bad. Somehow I have a stop on my upkeep. Good news is this. So this resolves, and then we just steal it. My Shieldred indeed. Hopefully they can't bounce that. And then now we go to combat. We attack this. We need this Assimilate Essence to bail me out of whatever here. Disfigure. I don't think that was correct for that. Well, I don't know. Whatever. Okay, it's fine. End turn. They have a stop on their upkeep now. Yeah, I guess Shoulder just does that. I guess that's a pretty reasonable... That's actually kind of a smart... Oh, it is legendary. Good to know. Demonic Tutor. Yeah, unfortunately you do that. Well, I don't think it's that bad. I mean, if they have a bounce spell that they can tutor for, like, obviously that's not great, but I have a counter spell now. So I can counter it when it comes back. Also, like, they're not going to have enchantment destruction in Dimir. Yeah, well, I have a counter for Shieldred. That's what matters. So, face down card. I think I am going to shock and kill that. Also, I think I win, by the way, once this happens, probably. I mean, we'll see, but anyway, whatever. They're not going to double block, but we can allow them to. Play lands. Do you say that, Crackshot? I don't think I've heard you say that before. All right, opponent goes for this block, which is obviously horrible. So we just do this and they die. Damage. Okay, we killed their Fairy Snoop. End. No, don't want to go to end. Thank you very much. Now we'll do this. And now they need a Wrath. And now we counter this. All right. Thank you very much, opponent. All right. What if it's that 2 black destroy enchantment spell from I mean, yes, like there are, and the other one from Zendikar, whatever you call it, is in there too. Zendikar Rising, but like, hey, look at this, we're special bronze. Also, we're 6-0 without the 7-0. Uh-oh, gold player, look out. I think this is a keep. I'm not a doubter. I don't know what that means either. Yeah, it is fake magic, Ryan. Chaos is just better than what? Then I'm confused. Crackshot's speaking in cryptic riddles. He's like, I don't know. Okay. Well, I don't know why the mouse is on the mulligan button. Better than Vintage Cube. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm now finally understanding. I want to draw something I can play at instant speed so that I can hold up Augury or like a counterspell or removal. Oh, shoot. That's right, Burninator. I wasn't thinking about that. Good call. I don't really like the mixed up packs. But, I mean, it's fine. It's a nice change of pace. I would say that's kind of the... Okay, so you're being extremely literal. I see what's going on here. Yeah, the mixed up packs aren't my favorite, but I think they're okay. All right, we're just going to jam the Bellowing Crier. We're pitching Mountain basically 100% of the time. Still pitching Mountain. Though I am actually going to play Mountain as well. It's the funny thing about this. And then I like a nice turn 4 synth here. It's getting a little bit awkward. Mercurial Blue, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate it. Good to see you. I'm shaking my fox at you, by the way, and just in case you were curious. Fox raid indeed. And thank you so much for the sub. Great to see you. Hope your stream went well. Shake my flower. Yes. Why my flower, though? All right, so that happens, and then now we just go for this. Cast our Psychic Frog if that happens. Opponent wants to counter this, that's fine. We have a million lands, we have 5 drops, we have Augury. Looks like they might counter this. Yeah, I'm quite happy if the opponent's countering this. Like, that is not a card I care about in this situation. Because I'm a trendy flower. Oh, have I turned into Dirt Nymph again? Is that is that what's going on? Anyway. Nobody's told me, by the way, can we hear, is the fan, oh no, target tapped creature, but it has an ETB. I don't really care about that, so that's fine. Is the computer fan bothering people? Is that loud or noticeable or whatever? I'm just doing this now because they're tapped out. The Grixis Mirror for the Battle for the 7-0. I think I just take this. I think this card's too good not to take over the removal. Yashina Racketeer. Can't hear it? Okay, that's great news to me. And then I think we just jam the Altasaur, and then next turn we have double spell with 4-drop and 2-drop. That's fine. I mean, it's annoying because it's a good card, but it's acceptable. And then we're going to pitch Mountain pretty much 100% of the time here. Oh, that's actually pretty interesting as well. I think, yeah, so now I think I want to hold the land. So the plan is going to be, I mean, they know that we have the Crier, so that's a little bit weird because they're going to know that we're up to something when we do this, but I really want to try to kill this Rope Master. Also, it's pretty horrible for me if they like kill this thing and then I just have a 2-1 in play and they're just bonking me for 8. Yeah. I think this card's pretty bad, by the way. So, like, I think it's one of the worst cards in my deck. It's pretty unusual that I would put something like this in here, but we found a situation where it looks good, so I'm excited about that. As long as they don't have a counter. Don't kill my guy. Glass works. All right. Well, that is unfortunately acceptable. Resolve. And then pass to attackers. I think we want to do, it's so close. I think it's this one. Because I think that tempo hit it the other way is just too annoying for me. They can have a counter here. It'd be like moderately bad. Oh, I was so confused when the aura didn't shrink the thing. I was like, what the hell? Also, why is it says 0, but it should be negative? I guess Arena doesn't know how negative numbers work. Oh, all right. Well, that is a good one, as they say. And I think, wait, I think I'm getting auto-tapped here, right? No, I need to play this land. And now I'm not getting auto-tapped. So I just want to try to draw out a counterspell from the opponent is basically the goal from this, which did not work. Now we do this. 2 combats. Attack. Totally happy if they spend a removal on this. Run out of town. Yeah, that'll go on top. Thank you very much. Now we play this, and that's a Psychic Frog. Meddler. So probably stun the Psychic Frog. I mean, they could hit the Ghost Light. It's up to them. Okay, they will hit the Frog. Resolve. And I'm just going to... Yeah, they weren't really committed to the making my creature feel unwelcome plan. But I think I just play the Altasaur, because then if they don't have a spell, then I get my Phoenix back. I don't need to be the one to make this into Night. And obviously I'm just holding my Crier forever. Okay, feels like they drew a spell, probably. I am at 12 life. Oh, that could be kind of annoying. Let's see what they get with it. Run out of town. Okay, so they probably just hit my Altasaur again. I think that's okay. Yeah. It's definitely a little bit more annoying this way. It's also one colored pip, which is nice for them. Oh, wait. Psychic Frog, I mean, this guy's going to grow potentially, depending on... Like, if I exile 3 cards to give this flying... Anyway, whatever. Cut in. Yeah, that's pretty bad for me, unfortunately. But I do get to make a Phoenix here. I think I want to pass and make a Phoenix, and then here's the deal. I get to then flip it back by doing this, and I trigger this, right? So and I think it comes back tapped, which is not ideal. But as long as I don't die... Oh, it's not my graveyard? Oh. Autopay. All right, so they're probably going to run out of town the Altasaur. Energy Refractor. Oh, but if they cast 2 spells, now my Phoenix can come back. Well, I guess, no, that doesn't really matter, the Phoenix coming back for free or not. I do imagine they just run this out of town, though. Okay, they're doing this, so they're not running out of town. I think this is incorrect, by the way, for the record. Okay, they ding me for 1, and then we're going to shoot them for 2. we draw this land that we obviously don't need. And I think, yeah, so here's this, which is nice. I actually get to flip it back, which doesn't matter that much, but I get to scry before I draw Coralsmith. I don't actually think I want Coralsmith here. I think I need to be a little pickier than that. But we do have a pretty big board. Ooh, that's a nice one. Okay, mountain goes, obviously. And then now I think we're basically winning. Echo Inspector, you got it. I've got these, like, I just have Panicked Altasaur in play, you know? Pass. Ding me, but I'll ding you. We're all dinging each other. All right, obviously that goes on top. And then check this son of a gun out. We get to go to combat, attack with this. Altasaur is great, yeah. Opponent blocks, whatever. Damage. Play our guy. Trigger the Pulverizer, which is apparently also really sick. And then we don't need this or want it. Oh no, but I'm short on a land, so I can't get my Stinking Phoenix back. All right, that's fine. Hopefully they just draw and play spell anyway. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, okay. So they do, I mean, they cast the spell, which there's like kind of no reason for them to do that. They, it's just untaps anyway. They ding me, it's fine. Don't ask me what that laugh was. And then I think we just send in the Ghost Light and then play a 5/6 flyer. Attack here. I actually, you know what? I think we're sending this one in there as well. Okay, they do whatever. I don't care. Yeah, it's good to me. Well, wait. Do I even want to? Actually, because now I just pass and I get a guy for free. So, you know what? No, we're just passing. It's like the easiest block in the world. This guy does nothing. Curator? Whoa, what are we doing here? Okay. I think it's going to be pretty clear which pile I'm supposed to give them. I just want a trophy. I just want a 7-0. Opponent. Okay. Well, I don't want to give them Toll of the Invasion because that takes my 1,000 wins. So you can have 3 cards. I don't care. That's whatever. Oh, that's kind of nice, actually. I do think I just still play this face up, probably. Yeah. They're not salt roping me, are they? I don't think they are. I think they're thinking. Oh, pass. Okay. Yeah, that's not a salt rope. That's a thinky think. Thinky McThinkerson over there. All right, land, because why not? And then combat. And then send in these guys. Oh, really? That's pretty sick. No errors ever. That's, I mean, you know, must be nice. I don't know what to say. And the opponent is realizing we have 3 lethal threats. Even if they kill my 1,000 wins, like, they just, yeah. Like, I don't think there's a way out of this for them, but whatever, try to pass the damage. What do you got? Better be good. Totally lost. All right. Resolve. And I think I just redraw it. I don't know. I guess I don't have mana to... Yeah, I'm just doing it. All right, damage. Okay. Yeah, take those game actions indeed. And then now my guy doesn't die. Opponent probably surveilled to the graveyard. I don't care. We just replay this. And we're going to Altasaur them. The inevitable Altasaurification is pretty much what's going on in this game. They binned a tramway station. All right, they have flipped over their fellow. It's a 3/3, and it has flanking. Control Altasaur delete. I like that. All right, we're gonna activate. Hey, if I didn't play my guy, this would have represented lethal. But I think I'm just going to kill them here instead of blocking. All right, we did it. 7-0 acquired. I'm also surprised they didn't die there, but I think, yeah, anyway. Woohoo! All right, GG. Well, should we retire from Arena, having never lost a game? Nope, we should play more Chaos. So, whatever. Yes.